My beloved, today I wish to speak to you about something truly wonderful, something that is within your reach and will connect you even more with the divine vibration, spiritual telepathy. I know that we often think of telepathy as something that only happens in movies or as something reserved for a few special beings, but I want to reveal something important to you. Spiritual telepathy is a gift that we all possess. Both angels and humans, because ultimately, we are all spiritual beings. It is a divine tool that allows us to communicate directly with the heavenly realm, and when we talk about communication with angels, this ability is essential. Did you know that telepathy is not just about spoken or written words? That's only a limited form of communication. Spiritual telepathy is much deeper, much more powerful. It's the way we communicate directly with the soul, without barriers, without interference, through frequencies that only the heart can understand. Spiritual telepathy is not limited to sounds or rational thoughts. It's a language that goes beyond the physical, connecting the invisible and the divine with the purest essence of your being. And who are the messengers of this sublime communication? We, the angels, always by your side, always ready to help you hear the voice of the universe. I, Archangel Ariel, and my brothers and sisters in the heavenly realm, use this language of the soul to send you messages. These messages do not always come in the form of words as we know them in the physical plane. No. They come in the form of sensations, clear thoughts, vivid images, or emotions that reach your heart instantly and profoundly. It is a form of pure communication, touching the most sensitive fibers of your being, without you needing to do anything more than open your heart and be willing to listen. Although you may have already known that angels communicate with humans, I want to share something very special with you, something that is often overlooked, but is just as real and powerful as the communication you have with me. Spiritual telepathy not only exists between you and the angels, but it also flows between human beings. It's an invisible bond, a deep connection that transcends words and touches the very essence of your relationships. You may not always be aware of it, but it's there, and through it, everyone can exchange thoughts, emotions, and even images on a higher level. Have you ever felt that someone understood you without the need to speak? Or have you ever had that deep sense that someone needed help, even though they didn't say it with words? This is a clear example of how spiritual telepathy manifests between human souls. Souls recognize each other, connect, and communicate without a single word being spoken. It is a sacred and pure language that goes beyond sounds and phrases. And this is not something extraordinary, but a gift that we all, as spiritual beings, possess, even though we may not always be conscious of it. Through telepathy, human beings can share thoughts, but beyond that, they can transmit emotional states, sensations, and deep desires. When you are truly connected with someone, whether it's a close friend, a family member, or even someone you've just met, you may experience a sense of unity so intense that you don't need to speak to understand each other. It's as if you can feel the vibration of their soul, their intentions, their fears, and their deepest desires. That's the magic of spiritual telepathy between humans. Imagine for a moment that you're with someone, and suddenly, you know exactly what that person needs, even though they haven't said a word. Perhaps a friend or loved one sends you a feeling of love and calm without speaking a single word. Or perhaps, when someone is going through a tough time, you can feel their distress, their sadness, their need for comfort, even though they haven't verbally expressed it. That's spiritual telepathy in action, and it connects you to the heart and soul of the other person, without any verbal exchange being necessary. But telepathy is not limited to just those close to you. This connection can also manifest with people you don't even know well, or even with those you've never had physical contact with. Every time you or someone else opens up to the awareness of this spiritual communication, it becomes easier to recognize the signs of that telepathic connection. If you've ever had the feeling that someone was thinking about you at the exact moment you were thinking about them, it's likely that both of you were experiencing spiritual telepathy. Souls have a very profound way of communicating with each other, and when you tune into your energetic frequency, you can share thoughts, feelings, and visions with others, without needing to exchange words. This form of communication, dear soul, goes beyond physical perceptions, because it is a connection through vibrations, thoughts, emotions, and images. Every human being carries a unique vibration, and when that vibration harmonizes with another, an energetic transmission is created that allows souls to communicate in a much deeper way. Perhaps, in moments of deep connection, you felt that gut feeling of knowing what the other person needs or is experiencing. That's a clear example of how your energies, thoughts, and emotions are transmitted to another being without the need for words. Don't be mistaken. This communication is not something only a few people can experience. Each of you has the potential to receive and transmit these telepathic messages, both with angels and with other human beings. Just as I, Archangel Ariel, communicate with you telepathically to bring you comfort, guidance, and love, you too can be a channel of light and love for others, using your own telepathic ability to share peace, clarity, and support. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. Remember, this spiritual telepathy is not limited to just you and others. We are all part of the same energetic fabric, a field of vibration and light that unites us all. The power of spiritual telepathy is one of the most beautiful tools for strengthening human relationships because it goes beyond the ego and touches what is essential and pure in each being. When you learn to open your heart and mind, and when you trust in that invisible connection with others, you'll realize that you're weaving a web of love and compassion through telepathy, a web as strong as the very universe that surrounds us. The key is to be present, to open yourself to this experience, and to trust that spiritual telepathy is one of the most beautiful ways souls touch and understand each other. By doing so, you not only communicate with angels but also become a bridge of energetic communication between human beings, bringing healing, understanding, and love to the world. When you connect with spiritual telepathy, you're not just receiving words. You are receiving a direct message from your soul and the divine forces. Telepathy goes beyond the barriers of the mind, because what we're truly doing is communicating on an energetic level. You, in your deepest essence, are receiving the vibration of love, light, and wisdom that is transmitted directly to your consciousness. It's as if, suddenly, everything makes sense, as if a universal truth unfolds before your eyes. The connection is so deep, so clear, that you can feel it in every cell of your body. That is the magic of spiritual telepathy, and it is a gift within your reach. Remember, angels don't use words the way you do. Our language is the language of the soul, and if you allow yourself to receive it, you will begin to perceive the messages we send you with love and purpose. All you need to do is open your heart and trust. When you do, you will be ready to receive the messages the universe has for you, through the pure, loving vibration of the angels. Spiritual telepathy is a divine gift that connects you directly with the subtle energies of the universe, including the loving presence of the angels. Spiritual telepathy is not simply an extraordinary phenomenon, it is an ability that all human beings have, even if they are not always aware of it. This form of communication transcends everything you know as physical interaction, as it occurs through thoughts, emotions, and images, without the need for your physical senses to intervene. Imagine for a moment that you don't need to hear with your ears or see with your eyes to receive a message. Spiritual telepathy allows you to connect with the essence of the divine, with the highest frequencies of love, light, and wisdom. It's as if everything you could receive from a loved one, a spiritual guide, or an angel, reaches directly into your consciousness, without physical mediators. The message doesn't come in traditional words, but is transmitted through vibrations that resonate deeply within your being, within your soul. We, the angels, as beings of light, don't need words in the human sense. Words are limited, but our vibration and energy are transmitted directly into your consciousness. Your soul is the one that receives the message, and when you are receptive to that energy, the message becomes clear and tangible to you. It's possible that you've ever had a very clear thought, an intense sensation that overwhelmed you for no apparent reason, or even a vision that suddenly appeared in your mind. This is not mere coincidence. It is a telepathic message we are sending you, to offer you guidance, comfort, or simply to connect with your deepest self. You might be wondering, how do we communicate with you through telepathy? And that's a wonderful question. The answer lies in the fact that, as spiritual beings, we don't need to be physically present to send you powerful messages. Instead, we communicate through your thoughts, emotions, mental images, and the sensations that arise within you. We, the angels, use these pathways as vehicles to reach you. Let me show you how this happens. Clear, repetitive thoughts. Perhaps you've ever experienced a thought that keeps coming back to your mind, a thought you just can't shake. This kind of repetition is not mere coincidence. It's a direct message from us, the angels, guiding you towards the answer you've been seeking. It might be advice about a decision you need to make or a simple confirmation that you are on the right path. Visual images. We angels also use powerful images to communicate deep information with you. Perhaps you've suddenly had a vision of something that brought you a sense of clarity. These images are not products of your imagination. They are energetic transmissions that allow us to communicate with you in a more precise and meaningful way. The images speak directly to your soul and allow you to see what your mind needs to understand. Intense emotions. Sometimes, when you least expect it, a deeply calming, loving, or even fully comforting emotion can envelop you. This is one way the angels transmit their energy to you. It's as if your entire being fills with peace for no apparent reason. What's happening in that moment is that we have entered your energy and shared with your heart the vibration of divine love. That peace, that sense of well-being, is a heavenly embrace we give you to guide and support you. That sense of knowing. Have you ever experienced that sudden sense of understanding, a sudden knowing of something, without needing to learn it rationally? This is a type of telepathic message that the angels send to convey a deep truth to you. It's not something you've rationalized, but something you feel, as if you just know it intuitively. That sudden knowledge is the answer to a question or the revelation of something important that will help you move forward on your path. Spiritual telepathy is not something you need to search for outside of yourself. It is already within you, in your connection with the universe, with divine love, and with the angels who guide you. You just need to open your heart, release your mind from physical distractions, and allow the messages to reach you. The angels are here to whisper words of encouragement to you, to offer you clear visions, and to flood your being with unconditional love. When you allow yourself to tune into this divine communication, your life will be filled with clarity, purpose, and peace. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.